Does it? Hang on. Yeah. Figures. I'm gonna say Streamlabs update. Reset the settings. Alright, view Bob. No, I don't want the Bob. I want a consistent thing. As removing carried items can bob. That's fine. Preventing ground-based rotation from rotating the view camera. Okay, whatever. First person versus third person. Okay. Oh, no, no, no. Give me those. Order those? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Unlimited? We'll see. Monitor's 4K. It's a 22-inch 4K. Alright, I'm gonna drop this a little bit. I'm judging it off the music in my headphones. I think I'm going to leave this a little higher, but I'm turning the music down some more. Dun, dun, dun. Hold the sprint. Everything else is probably okay. I like music, but I just don't want it to boom in my ears, and I don't want it to interfere with my thought process or speech. I'm excited. Talos Principle is one of my favorite puzzle games. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do this. Sorry, I was just hitting the button. I thought it might do a slight advancement. First Talos Principle, you are a robot in a simulated environment solving puzzles. And looks like we're the same.
Behold, child.
Yo!
You are risen from the dust, and you walk in my garden. Hear now my voice, and know that I am your friend, and I am called Elohim.
Indeed, indeed. Take the jammer. Use the jammer. Ta-da! Puzzle 1. Lol. Your own fault. It's a box. What do we do with the box? Put it on the thing. Puzzles, am I right? Okay, a little bit of a skip there. I might tune the some of the settings down if that happens too often. Alright, I don't want to get too in the weeds too early, but the first Talos Principle had the explicit puzzles, like the normal standard puzzles, and
This
it also
land
had
is but a dream. You will
stars.
stay here only for a little while.
Okay,
Soon
there's
you will awaken in a new world. But first, you must undertake the trials of initiation. They will help me prepare your vessel.
all right. I am going to drop some settings a little bit. Borderless must match native. Okay, so I'm gonna tune the. Wow, wow. Excuse me. Well, okay. Let's not setting it as an explicit limit. Probably not required. Let's instead just. Yeah, I know, right? Let's go to the high preset, and we'll just do that. I mean, yeah, I could probably play this in the most prettified form, but probably not while streaming. Anyway, Talos Principle
Do
1
not be afraid
had...
of these dream figures and their messages. They are merely aspects of yourself, as am I, after a fashion.
Dang, Orion 525 and EC Orion. Yeah, Talos Principle 1 has puzzles and stars. Stars frequently involved solving puzzles in ways that would get you extra resources or preserve resources for longer, or take unintended, or quote unquote unintended, not strictly the required paths. And so we're going to eagle eye for stuff like that. I do believe they started in the very first area. So yeah, if we see them, we're doing them. There's basically no requirements for like further progression. Just gotta be cognizant of things.
You may linger in my garden for as long as you wish. But remember, my child, that the new world awaits you. And this place is only... The shapes you are collecting are not mere toys. They are symbols of the process by which our people were created.
So, for example, if there is a way to get this box out of here, which basically every jump that you can make is like... Yeah, it's kind of snaps you in. But if you can get like a box out of the zone, then you could use it to solve other puzzles or do other things. So those are some boxes. Maybe we can get those boxes out. Maybe we can't. We'll find out. Probs maybe. Fencing. Okay, we got some... You're a few minutes in. It's very good. It's all the best puzzle games reward you for your investment, whatever that is. So you get really into it. You get oh, can't jump that high. Can I pick up this box from here? Do I want to pick up this box from here? Thinking about... I think I just have to grab it, pull it out. Play too many. Yeah, I have done... all of the endings of Talos 1. Which, I guess, spoilers, there's multiple endings. Twice. I guess I stopped strictly before the end of the second iteration of the red ending, but I completed all the prerequisites. I just didn't actually do the final sequence. I don't see... Okay, I need less music, I'm sorry. Still a little much. Alright. And then I also played Road to Gehenna twice. So I have gotten my money's worth out of Talos 1.
Well done, my child.
Alright, no obvious let's get things out. You bought it again? I did only buy it once. Alright, so... Oh, X has used the arranger. Hello. Oh, okay. Rotate. Place. Dun dun. We'll do that on occasion. But it shouldn't be too often. This is a red one. And this is the yellow one. This is the yellow one. Okay. Cool. So we got some room to find some stars, if there's some stars. I see fans, which means we need blocks. And... have it on iPad. I don't think man. You know, that was a little foolish. I should have been on the block, as you do whenever you're gonna do fans. Bum bum. Still don't see any easy way to get blocks out of their puzzles. I see lasers though. The laser puzzles in Talos 1, well, I mean, a lot of them eventually later on are just laser puzzles, but they're really good. So, and then the trailer for this one showed some new laser mechanics. I am enthusiastic.
Very good.
Thank you, Elohim. And I will go ahead and put out in front of everybody, I'm still jet lagged. So I felt the fatigue a little bit already before we started. And I think what's going to happen is either I do my normal 3-ish to 4 hours and we're fine, or my brain starts to fart too hard and we have to call it a little early so that I can rest through my fatigue. So we'll know when that happens. Alright, still have those. What's in here? Flip the switch does. Oh, the switch is unrelated. The switch is over here. Switch involves this. Is there a ledge? Yep, this is day one for us. I put off starting this game so I could stream this game, and then I vacationed in the middle of it, and so here I am. It's a bit later. Okay, so... Oh, the cube is new. The cube was on that fan. I wasn't paying attention to that. Okay, well, that doesn't matter then. Cool, so then it's just cube blocks laser. And... I'm not done here. Oh, here it is. Not done because I couldn't see. I still don't see any jailbreaks. Alright, we got a jammer. And... Okay, so we're gonna do a two-way. Do. Okay, this is a jammer with a clear thing here, but I think you can still reach this, yeah? Yeah, easy. Boosh.
Excellent.
I appreciate you saying and asking. In general, I should need minimal help. If I were to need it, I would ask for it, but I don't expect to ask very often. Really ever, but I've been dumb before. Honestly, probably likelier to ask for help on Tetris than puzzles proper.
I am proud of all my children. Out
But
of
especially
a world
me.
of ruins, they have built a new Jerusalem. And
Yeah,
there your
laser
brothers
time.
and sisters await you to celebrate your birth.
Cool. Appreciated. I think we're gonna get along nicely then. Alright, so we got a number 2 right here. Don't really need anything. Can just hit this guy and stick her down. Yo, you can deselect? Wait, hang on. What is this? Connect versus deselect. But I just wanna... Okay. Oh, I see. So... Well, I'm not really sure about this one. So I want this guy and this guy, and this is fine? No, it's still trying to do my other one. So maybe I don't understand the connection, the controls there. Puzzle still solved, though. We got a blue. Okay. With lasers, there's always the possibility of, like, puzzle crossover, where, Oh, wait, so keep connections. Ah, see? I got it. Okay. Alright, so there's take connector, and then there's keep connections. Okay, more sophisticated than before. Alright, so now I'm on the other side of this. I mean, it's pretty obvious what I want here. I keep connections. I pick up this little guy. I find the spot where I can hit all of them. It's not actually clear. To do. Okay, red and blue. This is going to be a crossover one. Where's the... That's the end state. What? I always played Talos 1 on PC. I know I didn't get prompted, but I'm pretty sure I used right trigger? Did I play it with the controller? Or did I play with mouse? I think I played with controller. Alright, we got a little weasel hole here, which is good for me. Wait, is this not... Oh, deselect, hang on. Whack. Two colors, two doors. Well, you're definitely an easy peasy land. Box. Well, I'm gonna want this. Box, we have reds, we have a connector. Alt use defaults to right mouse and does not have an automatic controller equivalent. Well, then I would never have found it, because I don't think I ever changed the controls. I don't see the blue source. Oh wait, it's here, duh. Okay, so this has to stay open. Oh, this is just, we're in easy mode. Boink. Oh. Oh, come on. Okay. It's just to keep you from having to redo that again and again, I'm sure. Alright, fan, switch, lasers.
Thank you, child. I have finished preparing your vessel. Now, hear my advice. A new world awaits you, full of dangers and mysteries, signs and wonders. Things that I, in my garden, could never have imagined. In that world, you will have to be careful and smart and curious. But above all else, you will have to be human.
I don't think I fit that description, sorry. Okay. It's the wrong shape, but it's still... No, it's offset. Hang on. Oh, well, I guess I'm locked into this. But... Oh, this works. Never mind. Never mind. Had the reverse, the flip in my head. Probably now found fast forward. No, definitely didn't.
Step into the light, child, and awaken.
Into the light. Whoosh. Ab initio. Way longer load times than I would expect. I have an SSD. This is the first time in a while I've had a proper load time.
Ah, you're awake. Welcome to the world of the living.
Bro, what?
Oh, you're polite. What a rare combination of traits. If only the algorithm produced more people like you. Oh, but I'm confusing you. Don't worry, everyone is confused at first. You see, we all start out without a full knowledge of our own history, so we have the freedom to form our own opinions. Of course. You want the short version or the long version?
We'll take the short one. We're on stream.
All right, let's see. You are a human being. You live on a planet called Earth. Your ancestors were organic, but they were wiped out by a plague. We were created to carry forward their legacy. After the founder left the
It only took that
simulation
long
was
because
used to
we
create her
looked for
mind,
stars that didn't
she
seem to be
founded
there.
the city of New Jerusalem and set the goal of creating 1,000 new humans. That took a long time. About a millennium, in fact.
Whew.
And in the meantime, she sadly decided to go into exile. But finally, you have arrived.
Wood.
You're welcome. If you have any more questions, feel free to ask them. When you're done, head outside. They're waiting for you. Your birth is quite the event.
I'm the special one.
Me? Well, as you can tell by my number, I'm quite old. I wasn't one of the first companions, but I did know Athena personally. She and Cornelius taught me a lot. Although I suppose I've made a few improvements here and there since those days. We didn't have a lot to work with in the beginning. No one really knows. At first, she was closely involved with everything that happened in the city, but gradually, she became more distant. And one day, she simply vanished. That was centuries ago.
Okay. I'm gonna put
one more
put
thing.
the rest of that on hold
Like
for
all
later.
citizens of New Jerusalem, you have access to the interface, which you can use to read the news, chat to your fellow citizens, and so on. It's a crucial tool, and modular too. You can easily add new functions. Just don't subscribe to too many newsletters at once.
Well, now I have to do that. Every day you wake up with this, or someone is bored and they automatically have a social media account. Treat everyone with respect. Don't take the founder's name in vain. Respect the principles of the goal. The Our Frogs People discussion is now banned. Hermanubis. I'm just 1K. Okay. There's some stuff out here. I came out of a CAT scanner. Alright, to the real world. Institute for Applied? Wait, noematics? Noematics. That's a new word to me. The outside! I'm a robot, but my eyes had to adjust to the light.
Look, it's 1K.
Hey 1K! Welcome to New Jerusalem!
Shouldn't the mayor be starting his speech?
This should be interesting.
At least give him a chance.
Alcatraz?
Dear citizens of New Jerusalem, many years ago, when the founder stepped forth from the simulation, this was a land of ruins. Our ancestors, in their hubris, undermined the natural foundations on which their world had been built. Because of their arrogance, our species found itself on the brink of annihilation. The founder aimed to set us on a new course.
You never even met the founder.
Her vision was of a city, a new civilization that would know its limits. It would not repeat the mistakes of the past, nor impose its will on this earth. To that end, she set the great goal we have been striving towards. 1,000
Study of scripture
new
for practical
humans.
applications.
And
Okay.
today we have... Oh dear! What's that?
I was about to say, like the...
People of New Jerusalem,
Oh, what the heck?
I am Prometheus, and I will reveal that which was hidden. The flame has awoken and summons you. Who is brave enough to answer its call? We await you upon our island where... Curse you, Pandora. You will not chain me again.
What? I'm gonna try to give the least spoilery thing
I
about
told you we should have investigated those energy readings.
Talos
And I told
1.
him there's something up with those structures.
The mayor's just being cautious.
Wait, I'm gonna pause so I don't miss it. Dialogue. So, Talos 1 is not vaguely, it's Gnostic in a lot of its inspiration, in the sense that like Elohim is running the simulation, and you're there, and so Elohim is like the God program, more or less, and there's stuff going on along that. So there's like spiritual elements to it, but it's in the context of the experience, and then the different routes involve interacting with those elements in different ways. So noematics being the study of scripture for practical applications kind of follows in that vein thematically, in the sense that if you were Gnostic and then you were to kind of come out of that trying to make civilization, then that is like exactly the word you would probably use. So appreciate the definition. There's your thematic synergy. The frickin' whatever that was, the weird wackadoodle, I'm sure will be explained later.
This isn't caution, it's stagnation. Exploration? Too dangerous. Expansion? Too dangerous. We barely even scavenge anymore.
You call it stagnation, I call it balance.
And I call you an idiot.
Here's a thought. Try to be a little more diplomatic when you talk to the mayor.
See what I'm working with here, 1K? I'm gonna need a fresh pair of eyes on this expedition. Someone who hasn't spent several centuries hearing about the goal and the founder and all that nonsense. If you're up for an adventure.
I wish it would let me walk, because I
Meet
want
us
to
at the
inspect their
conference room.
numbers. Still a few skips here and there, but I also think it might be just it has to load things. Just hanging out on the monorail. Got our fun palm frond shaped solar collectors. Everybody has arc reactors in their heads and chests. Yeah, it shows up in the log as 1K. Like number 1K. So be humble. Recognize the limits. We are not above nature. We have some punch card style text here, I guess. Be constant, remember the goal. Perfection is unchanging. Eh. This is an I don't want to speak to you right now indication. Appreciated.
What's broken now?
Okay. Can't believe this is a game with objectives and not just puzzles and sequence from start to finish.
Listen up. I know you're all having fun down there, but the grid is overloaded again, so maybe you could switch off your personal consoles or your lawn mowers or whatever the hell you've all decided to switch on all at once. I might not be around to babysit you for a while, and you don't want stuff breaking while Pellegrino's in charge, do you? That's it. That's it. Don't worry, 1K. I see you there in the elevator. I'll have you moving again in a jiffy. Great way to start life in the city, huh?
I'm gonna say probably I get to choose a name.
What is a jiffy? These bloody language libraries.
Probably get to choose a name at the briefing or shortly thereafter. Yeah, I don't have to be 1K. Everyone will say 1K in voice lines. But like, my username's right there, top right. Restricted, restricted. Observe the art. Okay.
Hey, hold on there. You're the newbie, aren't ya? Number 1000. I figured the dam would go dry before we reach the goal. I have a question. How does it feel to you to be born with a randomized psyche into a society of autonomous thinking machines which so much resemble their long-extinct ancestors, they've decided it's best that you're the last one ever made?
Yeah, that's weird.
Why?
Bro. I think the first one.
It's kind of frowned on to say that sort of thing around here. But the truth is, I think exactly the same. But let's you and I keep that between us, alright? Now listen, this meeting isn't strictly happenstance. I have some friends. The kind of people who like to know what's going on with other people. They think you can help each other out.
Okay.
Of course you are. You know how to use the interface, right? I'll talk to my friends and see if I can't play matchmaker. And before you go, a word of advice. Not everything around here is how it appears.
Alright. She's 666. Talos 1 has the Serpent, who interacts with you at computer terminals. I feel like that's too on the nose to be coincidental. What the founder was that thing in the sky? I believe it was a sign from the founder. Pretty incoherent for a sign. Yeah, I don't think it was a sign. I think it was riddles and puzzles are the foundation of our journey. Ain't that the truth? That's what I'm here for.
Welcome. Do please join us at the table.
I would like to preface this meeting by saying I told you something would happen sooner or later, and you didn't listen to me. And here we are.
If we could focus on the issue at hand.
The issue at hand is not this one thing, but this entire attitude that's taken hold. The world doesn't cease to exist when you stick your head in the sand, Herman. Or under a dome, as it were.
Let's not get sidetracked. We're here to solve this puzzle, not to discuss philosophy.
Puzzles?
Al's right. Let's move past this for now and deal with this transmission. Yakut, please start the briefing.
All right, here we go. Nice to meet you, by the way, 1K. We first became aware of the site designated TTP-2 during a scouting expedition about 6 months ago. It's a large island with a remarkably varied geography, and it looks like there are several artificial structures of some kind. We recorded extremely unusual fluctuating energy readings from somewhere in the middle of the island, but couldn't really make sense of them. I wanted to go and have a closer look, but the decision was made that it was too far and not relevant to the goal. Now it looks like whatever's on that island has reached out to us instead, in the form of that projection.
We may not be interested in the island, but the island is definitely interested in us.
I don't share your enthusiasm for the unexpected, but Byron has been requesting an expedition for some time now. And at this point, I'm forced to agree that it's necessary.
Woo!
I agree.
Then it's settled. The expedition is approved. Byron, you will be in charge.
Approved.
Al will be your second in command to ensure a balanced approach. You'll take Melville and Yakut, as you requested, and if 1K wants to join you, that's fine by me.
Just skip the rest of the game. Eh.
Excellent. Oh, this is going to be fun. Come meet us out on the landing pad when you're ready.
Before you set out so hastily, do consider exploring the city first. It is your home, after all.
That's a good idea. Have a look around. See what you make of the place.
Okay, I mean, sure. Research. This is a test, please ignore. But it's written in Greek characters. Oh, this is a lorem ipsum. Cute. Okay, this is the synopsis, and this is me? Standard operating procedures for expeditions. Uploading them to remind Byron, who will probably ignore them anyways. Hello, Jeremy.
Hello, 1K. This expedition is taking a lot of our resources. I'm really not sure it's a good idea. But what's done is done. So I have a lot of work to get on with.
What do you do?
All the things no one else wants to do. Polling the citizenry, implementing new policies, recording decisions, fielding questions people could answer elsewhere. Our goal as custodians of New Jerusalem is survival and stability. Our ancestors proved human civilization is precarious. This apparition in the sky, and now your expedition to its supposed source, these are more precarious than stable. I don't like it. You represent the completion of the goal. I'm proud of what we've achieved, and the restraint we show in not pushing ourselves further.
I mean, I think we're gonna lose some robots.
What can I do for you, 1K?
666 genocide the city? I hope not.
I believe we can exist quietly, happily, without imposing ourselves on this world, finding meaning within ourselves and in the natural miracles that surround us. It was a time of great uncertainty. The Founder had left us, and our society was at a crossroads. History teaches us that during such times, terrible passions may seize the people. Madness, anger, revolution, civil war. Our fragile city could not afford such things. That is why the Founder gave us the goal, a path to equilibrium, not only for the planet, but for ourselves. I merely picked up where she left off. He is one of the first companions, and as such has done more for our city than you or I ever will. I simply wish he could be more reasonable.
Okay.
It's always a pleasure to speak to a citizen.
Down the elevator.
Attention all citizens. Due to the new power management and distribution plan, there will be scheduled outages on Jameson Avenue and Rakovsky Plaza. The Gehenna Memorial Pavilion will remain closed for the time being. Thank you, and may the Founder be with you.
Surely these people can just have one or more nuclear reactors and not have to turn things off. I apologize for enabling replies to begin with. Yo, we're demonstrating. What are we demoing? Wait, sign a petition for a public referendum. Needs new forms of energy generation.
Hello, 1K. Welcome to New Jerusalem. I know you've just had a big moment with the apparition at the dam and all that, but can I have a second of your time?
I think you mean the damn apparition.
I'm collecting signatures to call for a public referendum on the city's energy crisis. Currently, the city runs on hydroelectric power from the dam, plus a handful of geriatric generators and some unreliable solar panels, none of which is enough to even cover our basic needs. And if anything fails, we'll be on the brink of extinction in a matter of days. We need to investigate new sources of reliable baseline power. We need to invest time and resources into functional, real-world solutions that serve human needs. Well, an election would be good too, but I believe that we need more direct democratic control over the affairs of the city.
He does definitely stance
I
up.
help run the public transit system, but I witness the impact of the city's power problems every day. We can't just wish them away. Byron's been advocating exploring that island for some time, and obviously he's right. Something very strange is going on there, and it's gonna start affecting us.
All right, let's.
Thanks, 1K. I don't know if this petition will really accomplish anything by itself, but at this point, I'm willing to try anything. In all honesty, I think Byron is the smartest, most visionary person in this city. He's everything we need, and I don't understand why he won't run for mayor.
Fair enough. Signatory, provide your digital signature to someone. Woohoo! Is that Damn Jan, or is that like Damien?
Hey.
Yo? We all live in the big dome.
May the Founder be with you.
The real word of the person responsible for the first game's music? Alright, fair enough. This is the Gehenna Memorial? Alright, I'm curious. It is of course closed. It has old-fashioned computers though. So I guess I shouldn't expect to be able to talk to many people that are just wandering around.
To meet you.
Friends of New Jerusalem Gazebo.
Founder bless you.
Hope there's a fast travel. Crossing the waters allowed! Alright, I'm getting out in the weeds. Half expected any moment. In the beginning was the words, and the words were the world. Which is what happened in Talos 1. When you get too far out. Hello! I did it. I pet the cat.
Oh, it's you. Number 1000. Today is completion day, isn't it? Sorry, I turned off all the streams. Founder bless you, I guess. Not really, no. but I don't want to burden you with my problems on your special day.
Bro, time for
You're
a
as new to
side
this
quest.
world as it gets, 1K. What do you think might give you a sense of meaning? A sense that life is actually worth living? You're not the first to think that way, but there's a reason most religions and philosophies warn against it. Even the greatest success leaves you feeling hollow. Love, 1K. It's our only point of access to the divine. Our only way of transcending ourselves without losing what makes us unique. I'm absolutely certain, but...
Oh, I picked the pursuing your own self-interest.
But the right person for me hasn't been born yet. None of the people in this city are who I'm looking for, and if we really stop making new citizens, I'll be alone forever. I'm old enough to remember the love between Athena and Cornelius, so forgive me if I don't believe that.
Okay. Well, you know, I guess potentially if you answer love, you could maybe pair off with him, which would be kind of funny. But also I kind of want to stand in front of him and be like, hey, how does it feel to be the one robot stochastically determined to be the one who values love? This prevented pain, the ancient human equivalent of error codes 704, 705, and 921 and 932. The museums are so funny, or just like, I don't know, the very clean, shiny outer perimeter, and then just hollowed out half brick building. Talk to Purple. Yo, he's only 2 numbers below me.
Dude, it's you!
Dude!
1K. So nice to meet you, dude. I saw you in the completion day stream. Hey, you checked out all this ancient stuff? Me too! Oh, this is amazing, isn't it? They're pretty neat, huh? My favorite is that thing called a toilet. Our ancestors had to use it like 3 times a day to do a memory dump, and if they didn't, they freaking exploded! Imagine having to deal with that sort of anxiety all the time. Bummer, huh?
Alright, see ya, Orion 525. Be here Tuesday evenings till it's done. So if you ever feel like coming back, you know where to find us.
I'm almost as new as you are. I'm 998, so I've only been around for a year or so. I'm still trying to get the hang of this. Pretty cool though, right? I mean, existence is totally gnarly.
And a happy little follow.
Not sure
Appreciate
I
it.
used that right. I'm sure the founder knew what she was doing. I mean, our ancestors did sort of mess up, right? So we should probably take it easy with the expanding of stuff. Plus, did you see that trippy sky projection thing? That was some freaky stuff, man. Just seems safer to stay in the city. Sure I do. When I first left the birthing lab, I was so overwhelmed that I hid in my quarters for 3 weeks straight. And if I'm being honest, that's sort of where I want to be right now.
Hey, with 0525 following, I think Well, I don't know what the number is, but regardless, we are one step closer to a
Honestly,
mercenaries
based on everything I know of ancient
stream.
human culture, I think he's a ghost.
It's coming.
Oh, I was hoping you'd say I'm wrong. Ghosts are creepy, dude. Dude is an old human word that means an excellent person. I like to use it because I think we should all be excellent to each other.
Yo, Bill and Ted. Coins? Uh-huh. And? Inflatable sphere used in a popular ancient human game known as football or soccer. It's often simulated digitally, most notably in the form of Football Glory, 1994 CE. Bro. I suppose putting that in there is easier than getting the rights to say FIFA. Alright, we're gonna get to, like,
Founder bless you, friend.
real experiences soon. We can't just walk around talking to people.
I'm meditating, letting go of narratives like time and space, and simply allowing the illusion that is my ego to merge with everything that surrounds it. The fear you feel is just part of your ego. Let it go.
Alright, I want to exit this conversation ASAP. Bye. I do not vibe with the spiritualists. Cannot walk up the outer wall. Oh, it's a building. What's in the building? Microscope! Horribly destroyed fork. Printed edition of the complete works of Straton of Stagira, materialist philosopher who defined the Talos Principle. Ta-da! Mastication apparatus. On average, ancient humans killed hundreds of times the population of New Jerusalem per year. A jigsaw puzzle. Sort of correct. Jigsaw puzzle pieces. I know it doesn't really make sense, but I kind of want to come across a vending machine. What is this? I'm gonna say this is probably a Kickstarter reward kind of thing. I didn't know this had a Kickstarter. Well, I could be wrong. It could be like just developers. But hang on. Can you tell me?
Hello, 1K. Nice to meet you. What brings you to Milton's Rest?
What is?
Makes sense. Must be strange to be thrust right into the middle of all this. But you picked a good spot. Milton's Rest is the perfect place to relax and think. Well, this is the spot where the founder buried her first cat, Milton. She found Milton just after she woke up, and he lived with her and the first companions for almost 20 years. They say she was heartbroken when he died and swore that one day she would find the means to extend the lifespans of biological organisms.
Okay.
Probably, but we haven't really tried. It's not really considered part of the goal, you know. So, unfortunately, our cats still die pretty quickly. You fall in love with them, they become a part of your life, and then they're gone. That's why we built this place, to remember them. I agree, but it's not how things work around here. They're incredibly odd creatures. I've had many, and no two are alike. They have strange habits, they do unexpected things, they have zero respect for anyone. They're the weirdos of the animal kingdom, basically. And despite that, or maybe because of it, they end up running your life. I once didn't use my recharging station for almost 15 years because one of my cats liked to sleep in it.
What's your favorite cat fact?
I think the most amazing fact about cats is that they self-domesticated, which is another way of saying that they're not properly domesticated at all. They just showed up one day and decided to start living with our ancestors. Then, after our ancestors died, they went back to living in the wild, and when we showed up, they moved right back into our homes. Dogs, meanwhile, turned back into wolves. They needed to change to survive. Cats just are.
If I put this one, it's going to show me a picture of a cat.
I do. Her name is Patricia. She's very beautiful and very specific in her preferences. She loves sunshine and sitting on people's heads. And she has a psychotic hatred of flies. I don't mean that she tries to catch them like a normal cat. I mean she is furious at the mere fact of their existence.
Bro, same though. Dick Cheney! Stanley Biscuits. A typical Leo boy. There we go, heterochromia. Alright, back to the real game. Yeah, sorry in advance. Talos 1, no cat pictures.
Founder bless you, 1K. How lovely of you to come here, to the very spot where she established the teachings that led to your creation. The founder taught that humanity was destroyed by its hubris. Our ancestors thought they could play God and treat this planet as something to dominate. They surrendered to a fever of growth and extraction until the planet finally punished them for it. That's why the founder created the goal. So we would have something to strive for in her absence, but also a limit we must never pass. The founder was born out of the trials of Elohim, an almost impossible test created by our distant ancestors.
The founder will show up later. This is inevitable.
She had to embody the most important virtues. She was smart and wise and humble. And through her perseverance, she resurrected humanity itself. With the help of the first companions, she founded this city, which has given our species a chance at redemption. They were the first to be born after the founder. 2 whose bodies had been anointed by our ancestors, and 10 who were made whole by the founder herself. They are the wisest of us.
Okay.
Though sadly, some were lost in the early days, before New Jerusalem was built. And some, I'm afraid, some seem to have rejected the Founder's teachings.
Wait, so there's the Founder, 2, and then another 12? No, scroll up. I don't have to scroll up.
That's not for us to know. But I believe that one day she will return. It may not be long now. Perhaps after we finish the dome. It was supposed to be finished before completion day. Well, it doesn't matter. The Founder will return when she sees fit.
Okay.
Happy completion day, 1K.
Cannot speak to her again. Be thankful to the progenitor, Alexandra Drennan, who's the woman from the logs in Game 1. Keeper of Memories, Arkady Chernyshevsky. Keep bright the memory of Gehenna and its people who found peace.
Happy completion day, 1K.
It's a lot of city I'm not going to be able to walk around in. Alright. No more deadbeats in conversation, only progress.
So, what's the verdict? Are we going?
Yes.
I guess Byron was pretty convincing, hmm? Well, we'll see. I just wonder how much of the city is going to fall apart while I'm gone. Actually, we haven't been formally introduced. I'm Melville, New Jerusalem's only decent engineer. Saved you from the elevator. Pleasure. Now let's get this show on the road. You ready to go?
But okay, so some robots have disappeared.
Here
so
we go.
they don't actually know that there's still like
We really need to
1,000
update those
people.
language libraries.
Thank you for coming along, everyone. We have a chance to make a real difference here. It's not just about what we find on that island. It's about who we want to be, as a people, as a civilization. To remind ourselves that we used to be wanderers, explorers. We used to yearn for distant shores and dream of building new cities. Let's see if we can rekindle that flame a little.
All right, this is going to be a long journey, so I would like to ask you to switch to sleep mode to conserve power until we arrive at the island.
Nighty-night.
You have chosen a dangerous path. A path that will demand sacrifice. But that, my child,
Wakey, wakey, robot people. Say goodbye to Elohim and say hello to the mysterious island.
Status report, please.
We hit some headwinds over the ocean, so fuel consumption turned out a bit higher than expected, but we should be okay. We're approaching the center of the island now. This should be the location of the largest of the artificial structures we detected.
How large are we talking? Do we have precise measurements?
It should be coming into view just about... Whoa. It's big.
Yeah, the puzzle pyramid!
That is a bloody megastructure.
It is
If I was
not.
Stein, it'd be shivering.
Megastructures, by definition, are larger than planets.
Yakut, find us a place to set down.
On it.
It really is.
Flies up on a Dyson sphere. Yo!
Remember to turn on streaming, everyone?
What does that mean?
Have I ever mentioned that I hate flying? If our creators had intended us to fly, they'd have given us jetpacks.
Megastructure usually gets used in sci-fi specifically for, like, Dyson spheres and the what is the ring called?
I'm sure you're all just as excited as I am, but let's at least have some semblance of order. Yakut, I want a map of the island and a molecular analysis of, well, everything. Melville, tell me what the giant pyramid does. The rest of us will start exploring.
Shouldn't the expedition leader stay at the VTOL?
Why do you hate fun, Al?
I don't hate fun. I'm just mildly suspicious of it.
Excellent. Then we can all go.
What is streaming? What is streaming? Into the hole.
This underground structure seems to be part of some kind of transport system. No power, though.
I'm not making any promises, but I might be able to fix the transport system. However, I don't like just randomly poking at things. That's how you get electrocuted. So please check the surrounding structures to see if you can find anything that might help me make sense of this stuff. Schematics, blueprints, a manual would be great.
Huh. I didn't expect that to be an objective. I expected that to be a throwaway that would get, I don't know, followed up on later? I mean, sure. Oh, look! It's the arbitrary wall!
Hey, 1K, check out these coordinates.
What is? I'm sure they just sent me something, but I know I disabled the compass and I might actually need that back on. Hang on. Okay, so there was a thing, and what it's called. Choose to hide question markers if you like to find points of interest without clues. Yeah, generally. I'd like to be handheld less.
That sort of looks like a temple.
Yeah, kinda. New interface content available. Got a giant gear. Has a decidedly not astrology-friendly number of elements. Call that Nodiac.
This seems different from the other structures. Older.
Have a look around, 1K.
This is not at all what I expected. The future!
Looks like they were running some sort of experiment here.
Huh. Well, that's definitely indicative of a puzzle mechanic later. Talos Principle 2A. The Claims of Metaphysics 4. Okay, we got some stuff going on. Nuima Project. Version 2, Power Grid 2 unstable. Bam, bam. Schematic.
Okay, let's see what we've got here. The file format is the same one we use in New Jerusalem, although some parts aren't loading correctly. And it crashed. Hold on. There we go. Okay, you know what? I'll hack together a solution for the transport system.
Okay. Like, do we need to use the transport system? Has someone confirmed that you can't just walk into the pyramid?
Golden gates. I wonder what's behind those. Has to be something special, right?
You know what would be special? An explanation.
Okay. Dur, 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 dur. What do you mean one does not simply walk into a pyramid? The pyramid should have a door. Every good pyramid has a door. Purple guy, purple guy. What do you mean you just built a structure in seconds?
Am I in sleep mode, or did that thing just materialize out of thin air?
Melville, I want an analysis of that particle cloud.
On it. Anyone got a butterfly net?
I think it's very funny. I guess they all have, like, social media profile pictures that show up on the HUD. So, like, Yakut has a cat.
To our interface. Hold on.
Oh, snap. Puzzle directory. Main puzzles, lost puzzles, gold puzzles, lost labs, and stars. Yo, it tracks everything now.
Where is the capsule taking 1K?
To that enclosed area in the eastern lowlands. I put all the information we have on the map screen. Check out your interface.
We'll catch up with you soon.
Okay, I'm gonna interpret that as a design choice and not the audio cut out. Puzzle Land.
This place is magnificent. Look at that tower. I wonder what it's for.
Oh, it looks kind of like our towers. Our one tower. Alright, it tells me there are stars. Stars are going to involve weird, goofy solutions of getting to places you would not otherwise go. Either pulling stuff out of puzzles to be used elsewhere, or just really going out in the weeds of random places. So keep an eye out, because there will be a reward if we actually do it properly. It's probably going to be closer to the puzzle section. Just appreciating whatever it is that this music is.
Is that a puzzle?
Why would there be a puzzle?
Let's solve it and find out.
Why would there be a puzzle?
I have a reoccurring nightmare just like this.
Well, what is this? Free the fire hidden in this labyrinth. Find one of my sparks.
Looks
and
like
I will...
Prometheus has given us a way to circumvent some of these puzzles.
So each puzzle has a backdoor. I guess the mythological Prometheus was kind of a trickster, so that tracks.
Okay, I think this is the splicer thingy, so... Nah, nah, nah. Yep, alright, cool. Cool, cool. Well, we don't need... Are we gonna need a second? I guess we do, because we need angles. So... We'd have to... Let's see, we gotta put something together with... Okay, I got it, I think. Kind of weird. We're gonna put... Cancel. Put these together. Just gonna... Oh, it highlights it. Good. Make green. Link blue and green. Easy.
Whoa, I'm reading an enormous energy spike.
It's another particle cloud.
I understand nothing.
It's headed for the lake.
So... Is this linked to the other ones? Like, is this important?
I think the cloud's been absorbed by some sort of device.
Fascinating. Melville?
Yeah. I'll add it to the pile of weird stuff.
RGB shifting. He's got a blue. And another box behind a red. Come on. Just want to see if I can get up on this ledge. No getting on that ledge. The sound effects are a lot punchier. Alright, the other one's blue. Thank you, box. Bad box placement, 4 out of 10. I'ma stab you, boy. Alright, is he gonna have 2 flames now? 2 flames. Got it. Appreciated, I guess. Okay. There's only 2 out here. 2 flames in the gate.
I've been playing around with this machine that absorbs the particle clouds. As far as I can tell, it uses the energy of the particles to build giant tetrominos?
Excuse me?
It's another puzzle. Collect enough energy, build a bridge, access the tower. I think.
What is this, a theme park?
Maybe it's an experiment. A rat maze.
It seems like an echo of the simulation. Not a deliberate recreation, but built around the same core principles. Let's not jump to conclusions, though. What's clear is that this place was meant to be explored. So let's do that.
Yes. This is pretty big. Just a bunch of space everywhere. A lot of walking between the puzzles. Which means lots of room to hide things that we might not find. That's actually a little frightening. Which might be why they have a compass system now. Anyway, I'm going to the weird bronze statue.
Interesting monument. Decorative for another puzzle.
Find my sprite and follow it until it leads you back to me. My sprite? If I look back at it, it shows a star, so keep that in mind. It's the gate. The trail goes off in that direction, but the trail might... I mean, it might be backwards. If I run this way... I don't think that was it. I mean, is this a sprite? Seems like we might want to try to figure out how to get a box outside of a puzzle near here. Or just leap out of the puzzle zone. Hang on. Alright. Find one Prometheus spark. Okay. Success! We're gonna mostly not use them. Well, we're probably never gonna use them, to be honest. Castling. Cute. Okay. Red source. And a green source. So... Alright, I need green and blue. Okay, fair. Yeah, that's true. So I need... Oh wait, I don't actually want blue. I want red. So I want the other two to smash into each other. But I can't do that. Everything broke because they did that, and so I don't have any connections anymore. Good to know. What did you do? So it has to have a second color. Oh, that just went straight to... That went to white. That's what happened. Okay. Well, let's... I want to try something. If I take a red... And I take a red... And a red... And that doesn't count? Alright. That does nothing. Okay, they do not work without a second piece. There are no blue sources. There's nothing in the ceiling. I can't leave. It's called castling. Castling. It gets me blue. but I need blue and green to get to there. Which then blocks both of them. Try something else for a second. So if I take one that isn't connected, that's it. That's it.
Keep solving these, 1K. Let's see where it leads.
You do it, protagonist!
I ran the samples I collected so far. The soil sample results are in line with what would be expected in this type of environment. The samples from the above-ground structures, though, I tried dating them, but the results just don't make sense. None of the typical molecular markers are present. These walls could have been made 10,000 years ago or yesterday. I could try to estimate an age based on erosion and plant growth, but I'm not sure that would make sense given how weird everything else is.
Good work, Yakut. Keep at it.
Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say he was the creation of Hephaestus, what we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze and had but one vein, within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver, and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition. He spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If then a machine may have all the properties of a man, and act as a man while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics. Yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood.
Baba Talos Principle Crash Course.
This is very similar to the structure where you found the schematics.
Yep.
Check out the terminals. Maybe there's something that'll help us understand who built this place. They have to have left something behind.
I was actually hoping for a star, but you know. Make a hole in a wall. The gold disc breathe life into them. Their names are Eustathius and Cornelius. Yeah, the founder and 12 others. Don't don't trip over the Jesus metaphor. It's funny he can take something that's 90% true and 10% false and create something that's 100% misleading. Nice. I would like to use the hole-making gun, thank you. Yo, servers! And only servers! Seems weird that that wasn't more material. No, that's it. That's all there was. Alright, back to real puzzles. One real puzzle, and then we'll get distracted again, I'm sure. Huh, I kind of expected I would be able to, target through the walls. Now I have to be like, oh, it's a real puzzle. But I can keep my connection, so I can just... Private message. You trap one mayor in his office for a week and you're marked for life. Do you consent to my gathering and sharing your personal data? Question 1. Which is more important for making good decisions? Knowledge. I reject the terms of the question. Eh. Do they deserve to be punished for it beyond what is necessary for our own protection? Can the world be reduced to mechanical parts? Question 7. Can praying for something make it more likely to come true? Alright, we got some stuff. Device that builds a Tetramino bridge. Puzzles even come with titles hijacking the vestigial code designed to display puzzle names in the simulation. And a tower. Still don't see anything that would lead to stars. See lots of statues. Golden gates? Oh, golden puzzles, right? There were golden puzzles? Hit me. Hit me. I want to see them.
Another set of golden gates. These must be connected to the ones near the megastructure.
There was a harder set of puzzles in the simulation, right? And maybe they're like that. I know 1K is probably like, yay, harder puzzles. But to me, that sounds like error code 704. No thanks.
But the door doesn't even open! Come back after we've done the other ones to see if that does anything. Yay, harder puzzles! Trevor. Trevor Percival Donovan, known to his friends simply as Trev. I got an audio log and it didn't...
So I heard
okay, there we go.
Alexandra is recording these time capsules for you out there, I guess? Robot people of the future, hi. And I thought to myself, surely they'll want to hear more than the wisdom and insight of a brilliant scientist like Alexandra Drennan. Surely they also want to know what I was thinking, a dumbass hardware engineer from Staten Island. Tell us about your insights, Trevor. Why did you spend your last months on Earth helping a crazy old Russian guy build the world's biggest backup drive? Well, let me tell you my story. When I was... Yes, Frank. I'm recording right now. Uh-huh. No. You know what? Why don't you go...
Indeed, indeed. Thanks, Frank. How do I make a blue when I have red and one splitter? Oh, wait, sorry. I have blue to work with. I'm going to presume this is going to keep the door open. So I can use the jammer on the far door. So I can use this guy. Da-da! Incoming group call.
I have good news and I have bad news. Still no idea what those particle clouds are, but I've managed to fix the transport system. I mean, I fixed another bit of it. Well, it goes to one more station now. Don't complain. 2 stations are better than none. Whatever it is, we better be careful. The sheer amount of power required to run this place makes me nervous just to think about it.
Let's not make any assumptions. Yakut, what does the next site look like?
It's a plateau in the mountains. Seems like more of an open area with scattered structures, less enclosed. Couldn't tell much from the drone feed. There's a lot of trees. Looks pretty, though.
Okay. Keep exploring, everyone, but stay alert.
Alcatraz is just like me. Video off, silent. Chilling, letting everybody else do the work. There's so much detail in this environment now. Oh, that's the palm thing. Like, legitimately, you can get lost in these. Inspect remains of a pump? Alright, appreciated. So much stuff everywhere. And the bitrate hates it. Six up there. Alternatives. Alright, I have 2 switchers, and I have to do a red, a blue, and then a red. No greens. Okay, this isn't trivial because you have to do crossovers. But... okay, yeah, that is actually going to be impossible to keep that beam, so we're going to disconnect that beam. That will ruin everybody's everything. And then the red and green make blue. Done. And the blue and green make red. Done.
Excellent work, 1K.
Oh, you know, I'm hanging out. But he's just taking a walk.
Tell me, what did you make of New Jerusalem? You're right. You're absolutely right. We had such ambitions in the beginning. But now it's all turned inwards. We've lost faith in ourselves, in our humanity. All we need to do now is finish that dome, and we'll be trapped in our perfectly neat little tomb. Of course, ask away. Because we disagree on just about everything, you mean? Well, here's the secret. Al is honest. He believes what he believes because it seems right to him, not because it gives him power over others. I respect that. In fact, I prefer that to someone who agrees with me just because I'm one of the first companions.
Ta-da! I want to ask the puzzles in our culture question.
When Alexandra Drennan was trying to find a way of creating true AI, she stumbled upon the idea that curiosity and playfulness are core characteristics of intelligence. So she built the simulation around a game, because playing is part of what makes us human. We also retain some of that code, as I'm sure you noticed when you were booting up. Because of that, puzzles have always been important to our culture. To me, they represent the idea that the application of reason can lead us forward. None of which explains why these puzzles are here, or who built them, but I think it shows that there must be some kind of intent behind them, perhaps a test.
All right, appreciated. Let's go to Shevin. Actually, let's go to whatever's up here. There's a flame!
I think you just picked up some kind of decryption key. Could try using it on those terminals inside the puzzles.
Nah. It's like when you're doing all the challenge board in Smash, you have to do them, you have to... Your perfect row of golden hammers at the end is a sign of your true mastery. Not at all clear what that does. Forces tight. Okay, so it's me. I'm the one that needs the fan. Get up to that platform at the end. There's also the blue there. It's very tight here. I mean, I think... Hang on. I think the green is keeping its thing open. So it's like, okay, what if we stick it like more up here, right? Like, and then take this off? Yeah, okay. So then we could stick this down and we try to make a red. Whoosh. Oh, 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 off. And I hit a post. And then now the fan works. Na-na.
Melville, what did you just upload?
A photo?
I mean, technically you're right, but...
Is that? I can't tell what that is.
How did you even manage? You're literally taking a picture with your eyes, Melville. I don't even know how to make my eyes go out of focus.
Clearly you've never listened to one of Herman's speeches.
Some of us are busy doing actual science, not just sightseeing. Thank you.
Well, now I have to look at the photo. Sparks may be recovered by properly solving the puzzles. Okay, that's good to know. They can't be accessed yet. Assuming there's some kind of logical pattern, although the game's probably open once the correct conditions were met. Okay, fair, yeah. Where's the 8 door? Thank you, Blinky thing. More statues.
There's another one of those monuments.
2 monuments, possibly, being related to stars. This one does not have a sign in view of it. But it does have a pattern. No, like X marks the spot or anything. I might actually want to turn that question mark thing on. It's just too vast. I don't want to miss things. have a fan. The fan is off when the switch is on? Because it has a second dependency. Okay. These rungs are not rungs. Red is over there. It's really far. The ladder isn't a ladder, it's a wall. You have a point. You have a point. I think this is going to get me in here. So if I do... Alright, I have a box. Angles. Oh, right. Yeah, that does matter, doesn't it? Okay. Can also potentially clear that wall? Absolutely not. But I could do this and have an exit independent of the rest of it, which is good enough. I can cross over here. Red and blue, and the fan is on. What does the fan do for me? Great question, actually. What does the fan do for me? Why would I have a switch? Okay, that's consistent with Talos 1, which is that if you have a thing sitting on a fan and it's not on a block, it'll fly off. Blocks are stable, everything else is not. And that's my final destination. Well, let me throw something else out there real quick. So, like the equivalent, this is valid. Right, I just go this way. Oh, but I can't round the corner. Yeah, okay. I need one more piece, which presumably I have access to somehow in there. Okay. Might have to do some finagling. don't think this is gonna work. It goes through a wall. It's like I gotta construct this kind of backwards. It's not gonna connect. I'm gonna have to push on the button. Which does raise this up. And okay, yeah, this is true, but in order to get what I need here, I need to move this. So the missing piece is I need to connect this so that it is directly linked to this when it's done. So that it stays lit. So you pick up this. You return me. Whoosh! Now it has 2 red sources. And now this green goes here. Easy.
The bridge ring seems to be fully charged now. Try accessing the tower, 1K.
I do want to do the tower, but I do also want to do, like, the weird things. There's a person here now. Explain to me the funny sigil.
What is it?
Yeah, I don't want to burn a lot of time talking to people. There's a thingy. Lifthrasier.
There is a pleasure in arriving on this island. The pleasure of being the first to step foot here in hundreds of years. It is a genuine pleasure, and yet it is also banal. My presence here is of no more significance than that of every other animal. These rocks do not care who walks here, and the millennia between the presence of our ancestors and my brief journey are nothing to them. But even putting it this way is wrong. It is not that the rocks do not care. It is that in some sense they do not exist. I may stand in awe of the cliffs on the southern coast, but the cliffs cannot look back at me with contempt. They cannot do anything at all.
I don't know if this is relevant, but St. Edwald believed that Tetramenos represented the name of God and God's ability to reshape the world.
True, but he was also mad as a hatter.
One man's madness is another man's genius.
So if I do this, it's wrong. Okay. So So I need to pick up my bits. Tetra Bridge.
When I was booted up, I was terrible at the Tetromino arrangers.
Those were actually the only ones I was good at. What? I'm just saying.
Buddy, don't admit you were stupid. What's in the tower? Why is it a funny purple beam?
Is that some kind of anti-gravity?
I'm not sure. Could be, I guess.
Whee!
In the beginning, the gods shaped humankind out of the clay of the earth and gave them life with their own breath. But who is closer to perfection, the creator or the created? Different words may be spoken with the same breath. When Prometheus saw that humankind was more alike in nature to the gods than to the animals, he stole the secret of fire from Olympus and shared it with the mortals. Was his theft justified? If Zeus did not own fire, why should humankind? Angered by the betrayal of Prometheus, Zeus punished humankind by creating Pandora. He gave her a box, and when she opened it, from inside escaped sorrow and suffering. All that remained within was hope. What does this mean?
Dang.
Ignorance cannot be bliss while suffering persists. Creature of clay, you stand before the fire. Will it make you whole, or will it destroy you? Consider the shadows cast by the flame, but do not mistake them for truth.
Big laser!
Guys, look at my stream. The beam 1K activated is connecting to the pyramid.
That looks like a massive amount of power.
We need to talk about what just happened. Thoughts? I'd say there are two distinct issues here. What is the being 1K spoke to, and what is the function of the beam? Let's start with the Sphinx.
It seems similar to the apparition in New Jerusalem. Presumably the same technology.
What I'd like to know is what we're dealing with, ontologically speaking. Was this a sentient being or some kind of recording?
I mean, it was reacting to what I was saying.
That doesn't necessarily mean that it's intelligent. Let's assume for a moment that 1K is right, and it is intelligent in some sense. What really matters here is what it was trying to achieve by asking those questions.
Testing you to what? See if you're worthy?
That's an interesting thought. You solve the puzzles, you get access to the towers, you enable a beam, and if you do it 3 times, you get access to the megastructure. Maybe, but why? I don't know. It's a mystery. Don't you like mysteries, Al? Everybody likes a good mystery.
You know what I like? Certainty.
I don't disagree, but I still think we should proceed. 1K, keep solving puzzles. The rest of you, as you were.
Everybody else has a purpose. You're puzzle guy. I don't know. Talos 1, you only see other people in like the remnants of their spirit, basically. And everybody else is solving the puzzles too. So, you know, maybe be boring to do that again. But all the same, I'm doing a thing that seems similar to what I did before. You guys are doing the weird stuff. Alright, let's hit me with the gold gate again. Is it open? Might go looking for that dude's imp again. Oops. Golden puzzle door was not reachable from here. I had to go back behind. From the introduction to... Are we there yet? Where we came from, where we're going, and why you'll need snacks. Isn't that a real book? The guy said find my imp and bring it back here. Could be a physical object.
I think we're done here for now.
Could be laser.
Let's head over to the next site.
But I want the gold things! What if I find stars? His sprite. Sorry. Find a pixel art representation of his statue. I saw that cloud of stuff phase into existence for half a second. Find my sprite and follow it until it leads you back to me. It has a tail. headed towards the big tower, but also okay, I mean we could follow the trail past the big tower. Well, what do you know? There is a thing. Frogs! I swear if it turns off in a random direction. Enter the cup. Yes, good. Activate a Prometheus monument without stopping the spark chain. Solve 1.
Not all things must be balanced.
Prometheus
when
monument.
good is weighed against evil, tip the scale.
I think that was more like a recording. The entity didn't appear, and the system didn't react either.
Stars. Another reflection of the simulation.
What if the simulation reflects a part of reality? Oh! Oh! Surely we can't connect to that laser. That'd be really funny, though. Okay, can I get line of sight for that thing to go there? I bet I can. Yeah, Larg lasers. I am going to need... Oh, is this permanently open now? If so, I will 100% accept it. Okay, so this guy, there's got to be an angle through here where I can see through here? Which direction is it from here? It was like around... There she is. And the thing. Alright. Back on the box. Turn the switch on. Oh, hang on. Go! Yeah! Yeah! Salva Pandora
When the
Monument.
first man picked up the first stone, he did not do so to forge a tool. He did so to smite his brother.
True! Okay, so the two triangles are still here. I'm gonna head back towards the gate again. I want to try something, which is basically... Is there something to put the stars into that might open the gate? They are not necessarily, if they exist, next to the gate, but considering this is the first stone, I would stick them nearby so that people have something to reference when they're learning things about my game. I don't know, just me. So like, this thing? No? Or like a plinth? Or just in the handle? I think the triangles are just, maybe they're just the gold puzzles, so maybe it's not a specific thing. But I also don't know how I would get access to them. Talos 1, the stars did not matter unless you wanted to do gold route, and then they didn't show themselves as needing, like, as mattering until very late. So might be a we don't get answers for this right now kind of thing. Somehow related to the astronomical temple? Maybe. Lifthrasir always had an unusual perspective. He traveled a lot. Alright, we'll use the transit, I guess. Is there, can I fast travel? Guess not. Bro, I'm always tired. My in-game avatar is jet lagged just like me, okay? Eight main puzzles, 0 of 2 lost puzzles, 0 of 1 gold puzzles. Oh, the lost puzzles are separate. Well, let's stick around here and try to find those. Because the lost puzzles might be the gate. Lost puzzles. Alright, I'm gonna quickly turn this question mark buddy on. And see if that does any directing. It does immediately. I'm gonna see how far off the beaten path this leads me. If it's not too bad, I think I'll turn it back off. If it is way out there, I might leave this feature on, just so we don't wander forever. This is the 1-2 zone. We gotta get further out. There's at least 2 of them. That's conducive to them being lost puzzles. Or at least some of them being lost puzzles. In-game avatar is lazy. Okay, this is over here? Way over here? Ooh. That is a trek. A triangle! It's found.
It's strange that some of these puzzles seem disconnected from the rest. Like it's all unfinished.
or still evolving?
Okay, that's kind of contained here. But green. Green. No, this is what the shoop-de-whoop is for. Alright, +2. What do I do with these? Let's see. What is the intent? I need to get into there, so I need a blue and a green. I'm probably, let me think about this. I could send the blue out, across, back up. That would be outside, and then red. I think that's it. Okay, so I need to kill this, actually. Kind of turn a corner. Oh, that's actually bad. I should be able to make it with 3 though. Let's see. Okay, so it's gonna be here and here. And I gotta open the thing again, which means I need a path back. Messed up. Might as well, let's see. Do that this way. Except not fail this time. Hang on. Alright, so then that requires blue, red, success! Music's still whack. Music's still whack. Oh yeah, I should not expect to be able to run across the forest to the other one. Let's not do this. Okay, I just jumped back into something. The star thing still shows up. I guess it's just gonna grayed out the way that the numbers are grayed out. Even so. There was lost puzzles and there was lost lab. And then the gold puzzle. I guess we don't know the order between Lost Lab and Gold Puzzle. Or if they're even linked. It's got a triangle? It's got a triangle. Okay, they're off the beaten path, but this is also clearly on a trail. I don't know if I want to turn that off again or not. We'll have to think about it. Get that box. Okay. And we have a red source. We have a blue source. We have a thing that's not carryable anywhere, but is nonetheless available. And now it is available. Okay. If I get a different piece, which I can't actually do now that I think about it. Yeah, that ruins everything. Does not go through. Does not go through. If I elevated it, it would not stop crossing the streams. Box. Bam. Now I can move it. Although to that end, not a lot of benefit in moving it. Since I need blue. Vibin'.
Odd. 1K solved all the puzzles in this area, but nothing happened. There was a brief blip in the system, though. Maybe it'll do something later. There has to be some sort of point.
We'll find the Golden Gate again. Or, you did it, but it did nothing, so you did nothing. Yay! Is the door open? No, but the door has some lights on it. Okay. Where's... I don't get a status thing without going to the hub. I want to see the thing again, because if Lost Lab is to the right of the Golden Gate in the thing, then I want to ditch and move on, and if it is to the left of it, I might keep looking just because. To the right of it. Oh, I did it. I didn't realize that before, I guess. Okay, so the lab is just the red building. It's not anything else special. Gold puzzles relies on, I guess, doing tons of hidden puzzles, so... Later? Later. Lost puzzles. Lost puzzles, they're called.
All right, everybody. everybody. I'm sure you're all excited to check out the next site. But while you're there, remember that I'm still trying to fix the rest of the transport system. Maybe there's another one of those labs that 1K found. If there is, look for more documentation, please.
You think anyone that's not me is gonna find something? I greatly appreciate the signage, considering how vast the areas are in comparison to before. Quantum tunneling. Show me the wall borer. Doesn't work on all walls. No, wait. Oh, left trigger creates hole. That cannot be on the ground or it doesn't work. Ooh. Okay, admittedly. I kind of assumed I'd be able to go through them, and I absolutely cannot. So is this for other things? This is a very instructions unclear kind of situation. Cannot overlap the holes. Ah, drop it through the hole. So like a different version of a jammer. Gotta pick this up first.
But notice that many of these structures are not strictly functional. There's a sense of aesthetics, of beauty here. This place might be meant to test us somehow, but perhaps there's more to it than that.
Perhaps you are also supposed to approach them with childlike wonder. I see you. The heck are you? Intercontinental Laser Network. Gotta go one a little early. I think we are likely to stop soon. The jet lag be hidden. bunch of hex codes.
So,
Time for more
What are you
Trev.
doing here, Trevor? Why are you trying to save the world? Well, look, I think humanity is awesome. I love humanity. As a species, we're great. I mean, our track record is pretty mixed, but have you seen everyone else? I mean, what did you do today, animal? Oh, I ate some leaves, sniffed my own butt, crapped myself, and went extinct. Or, you know, I tore this other animal limb from limb, sniffed my friend's butt, crapped myself, and went extinct. They really don't do anything interesting. I mean, you don't see animals directing Big Trouble in Little China. Birds can go tweet, tweet, but it ain't exactly the White Album. I mean, they can't even make a good cheeseburger, for Christ's sakes. They have no art, no cuisine, no pleasure. Animals are nice to look at, but you wouldn't want to be one. Except maybe a cat. I could be a cat.
What? I want to know why Big Trouble in Little China. If you were a worm, would I still do randomizers? I think so. Okay, so what I want to pass the jammer through the hole. Can I pick this up through the hole? I'm just kind of. Can't take drill it through its own hole. Well, I appreciate you explaining this to me. You know, I thought I was being really smart for a second, but I can't do it by facing backwards. I can push it through a hole and jam something on the other side of the hole. Maybe that's worth something. It's a weird beast when you can't go through the hole and the stuff can. Any of the things here? No. Okay. I stick this down. Here. I walk around. I make a funky hole. I pull the jammer. I wonder about my life. Never mind, it's that easy.
I keep thinking, why puzzles? Is it just their symbolic value because of our history? Because the thing about puzzles is they can be solved. But if this is about testing us, what are we being tested for? It can't just be about spatial reasoning.
Our curiosity? Our persistence? You're assuming that this place follows a coherent logic. My impression is that it's full of contradictions.
Food Rando now has a setting for silver rupees. I presume they stay in the same room. though. No? You find 5 silver rupees in random places, and then it's like, boo boo, you did the thing in GTG, congrats. Because if so, unhinged. Unhinged. Blue, there's a red. Give me the thingy. Now I have 2 thingies and a real ladder this time, which I'm gonna go up for funsies. Okay, thanks. So I simultaneously need a red hole and a blue hole. I'm thinking. Wait. Gotta... So, like, say that you connect to the blue thing, and connect to the red thing, and connect to the green thing, but also connect to this, and this, right? Like, well, it's not actually gonna work, is it? Because what would happen would be... Let's see... Well, one, I have it cut too narrow here. Right, like this isn't gonna support anything in particular here. Now, what I could do is I could have a crosswise thing where, let's see, this still requires a drill. I was gonna say blue to over there, but it doesn't help me any. Also, does this have line of sight on the laser network? The laser superhighway? I don't see it from here. Oh, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. Hang on. Well, I don't know what I need, actually. The color of the thing suggests red. Puzzle's called Backup. Let's solve the puzzle. Put the laser on the laser superhighway, and then probably call it a night. if I red, then the jammer can be removed and it's still connected, but then if I remove either one of these, it's dead. Which is not helpful. However, it's good enough for this guy who just needs a red with his blue get across. Provided you're not an idiot and put the driller in the wrong spot. Boom.
Well done, 1K.
Alright. The base of that thing is red. So we're going to connect it to red. And follow it along. What's going on over here? Dun, 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 dun. Two, four,
So these
7,
monuments
8.
represent each of the entities. Pandora, the Sphinx, and Prometheus.
Makes sense, I guess.
For a given value of sense.
Uh-huh. Something about those puzzles. Alright, still following the red trail. And there's a thing way over here. And haha. Probably related to this guy, this Pandora. That decidedly wants a green, which is doable. I can't auto-connect it all the way down, though. I'm gonna have to have something else make the last connection. Which might involve jailbreaking something. And it might just involve, like, being smart about a different puzzle. Because, like, this also has lasers. And none of them are green. Okay. Alright, I think this is a solve at a future point kind of thing. Because I am mentally deteriorating. But, this is Talos Principle, number 2. And, Maybe more of this next week. Do I need to save? I don't think I need to save. So, yeah, look forward to more robo puzzles and weird lasers. And I'll see you next week. Good night, everybody.